Alright, we've got Misha Cirkunov versus Krzysztof Jotko in a pretty close fight, man. Once again, could probably go the either way. Misha Cirkunov, as you guys may be aware, dropping down a weight class to 185 from 205, taking on Krzysztof Jotko. A bit of a veteran in his own right, 27 professional fights. Misha Cirkunov, unfortunately, man, he's been on the receiving end of a few knockout losses in the light heavyweight division. Notably, the Ryan Spann knockout in the first round, lost to Johnny Walker in the first minute, Glover Teixeira by ground and pound in the first round, Volkan Oezdemir by first round knockout. So, I mean, that's kind of scary, I'm going to be honest. That's not really the best look, getting knocked out 4 times in 4 years. He only got knocked out 6 months ago, so he's taken a bit of time off. And he's beat Jimmy Crute with that Peruvian necktie in the first round, submitted Patrick Cummins in the first round, and he's got all of these submission wins, dude. I think he's got 9 submission wins 9 submission wins. Krzysztof Jotko, on the other hand, pretty good himself. He's coming off a loss at the moment to Sean Strickland by decision. He beat Eric Anders, Marc-Andre Barriault, and Alen Amedovski, all by decision in his last few fights. He has been KO'd twice himself in the middleweight division by Uriah Hall. I mean, that happens. By Brad Tavares, I guess that happens as well, especially later on in the fight. But Krzysztof Jotko, not a joke either. It's going to be a pretty good test for Misha Cirkunov, I think. But I actually think that Misha Cirkunov is probably going to pass this test. I have Misha Cirkunov by submission in this fight. I actually think that he will get the job done. I think he's going to get the job done inside the distance. He's actually very confident in his striking, but the confidence in his striking unfortunately has led to him getting hurt in the past, to say the least, at light heavyweight anyway. Misha Cirkunov lands 4 strikes landed per minute. Krzysztof Jotko about 3. He lands 4.3 takedowns per 15 minutes, which is pretty insane with a 57% accuracy. Krzysztof Jotko doesn't really go to the ground as much, albeit he has landed more than 1 takedown on average per 15 minutes, with an 87% defense, which will be tested in this fight. And I actually do think that Misha Cirkunov, if he can have a good weight cut, if he can look good at 185, coming down from 205, I think he's going to be the stronger man in the octagon, and I do think that he could potentially outmuscle Krzysztof Jotko to the ground and either work his ground game to a decision, but I actually predict that he is going to get a submission win over Krzysztof Jotko at the moment. And Tapology has him as an underdog. I don't know what the official bookies actually have him as, but we've got an underdog here and Misha Cirkunov to get the job done by submission. And I just like the look of Misha, man. Hopefully he gets a good weight cut. Hopefully he makes it to 185 without really any problems. And he is going to be the bigger man in there. And I think he's going to take down Krzysztof Jotko and get the submission. Wow, okay, so we've got a 50-50 split right down the centre. Jotko son by KO. Understandable. I mean, Cirkunov being knocked out 4 times. And 4 times in the UFC. I should probably add to that there. Cirkunov, on the other hand, and he's got a lot of decision wins as well, but Cirkunov, a lot by submission, a few by decision. I'm with the submission, guys. 50% picking Cirkunov, 61% by submission. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. 50% right down the middle on the Tapology votes, so let's see what everyone else thinks.